Outside the car, weaving through stalled vehicles, was a poorly dressed man. His clothes were worn, his sandals dusty, but his posture was calm. He stopped beside Amelia's car and gently knocked on the window. "Madam," he said softly, "please may I have some water?" Amelia rolled down the window halfway, looked him up and down and laughed. "So you people have turned begging into a profession?" she said loudly. "Instead of disturbing people, why don't you work?" People nearby turned to stare. Some nodded. Others felt uncomfortable. The man lowered his head slowly. But what Amelia didn't know was that this single moment would return to her in ways she never imagined. Stay with this story because pride always collects its debt. The man's name was Mr. Daniel. To the world, he did not exist in that moment. But behind the disguise stood one of Africa's youngest self-made billionaires. Daniel had built his wealth quietly, from real estate, technology, and exports. Yet money never filled the emptiness in his heart. Too many women loved his name. Too many smiled at his bank account. So he made a decision. He would hide his wealth, walk among ordinary people, and find someone who loved character, not cash. That hot afternoon in Lagos was just another day of his search, until Amelia spoke. Her words did not anger him. They intrigued him. Such pride, he thought. But pride often hides something broken. As she drove off confidently, Daniel watched silently. Fate had already taken note of her name. Amelia's life looked perfect on the outside. A good job, influential friends, social media admiration. She believed success meant superiority, and poverty meant laziness. But life has a way of humbling even the proudest hearts. Weeks later, whispers started at her workplace. Projects she worked hard on were credited to others. Meetings happened without her knowledge. One morning she was called into the office. "Due to restructuring," they said, "we no longer require your services." Just like that, everything collapsed. Amelia laughed nervously at first. She expected calls from friends. But none came. Messages went unread. Invitations stopped. The world she trusted turned its back on her. Bills piled up. Savings disappeared faster than she expected. The same city that once applauded her beauty now ignored her tears. One evening, rain poured heavily as Amelia sat at a bus stop, soaked and broken. Her makeup was gone. Her pride shattered. She felt a presence beside her. She looked up. It was him. The poor man. Her heart sank with shame. Before she could speak, he removed his jacket and handed it to her. "You'll catch a cold," he said gently. She expected mockery. She expected revenge. But all she received was kindness. Life has a strange way of teaching lessons. Over the next few days, Daniel helped Amelia quietly. Place to rest. Simple meals. Honest conversations. No judgment. No reminders of her past arrogance. Slowly, something inside her changed. She saw how difficult life was for people she once dismissed. She learned patience. She learned humility. One night, unable to hold it in, she cried. "I was cruel to you," she said. "I judged you without knowing you." Daniel listened calmly. "We are all blind sometimes," he replied. "What matters is when we choose to see." But the biggest test was still ahead. Weeks later, Amelia received an invitation to a charity event. A friend recommended her for a temporary job assisting guests. She hesitated but agreed. The hall was beautiful. Bright lights. Elegant decorations. Then the host took the microphone. "Ladies and gentlemen," he announced, "please welcome Mr. Daniel, one of Africa's most respected billionaires." Applause thundered. Amelia froze. The man walking onto the stage was him. Her breath caught. Her knees weakened. The truth hit harder than any insult. After the event, she approached him with trembling hands. "So, this was who you were all along," she whispered. Daniel smiled. "And this," he said, "is who you became." She expected rejection. Instead, she received grace. "I didn't hide my wealth to trap you," he said. "I hid it to find truth." Tears rolled down her cheeks. For the first time, Amelia wasn't admired for beauty or status. She was seen for growth. Months passed. Amelia rebuilt her life, slowly, honestly. She volunteered. She helped others. Not for attention, but because she finally understood. Daniel watched quietly. Love grew not from wealth but from wisdom. Today on that same Lego street, Amelia often stops to help strangers. She never laughs at the poor. She never judges appearances. Because she knows now, sometimes the poorest-looking man carries the richest lesson. If this story touched your heart, like, share and subscribe, because the next story might change the way you see people forever.